In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on March 6, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Nebraska versus Wisconsin. The Nebraska Cornhuskers take on the Wisconsin Badgers in a Big Ten battle on Sunday afternoon. The Cornhuskers posted a surprising road win at Ohio State on Tuesday. The Badgers tallied a big home win against Purdue in their previous action. Wisconsin earned a convincing home win in their first meeting. In the first meeting between these 2 Big Ten rivals, Wisconsin defeated Nebraska 73-65. But the Cornhuskers were able to cover the spread as 9-point underdogs, and that has been the case more often than not of late. Nebraska has covered the spread in 8 of the last 11 against Wisconsin. This season has been a disastrous one for Nebraska, as the Cornhuskers have just 9 victories in 30 games, but are a solid 16-14 against the spread and have covered the spread in 12 of the last 18. Wisconsin's below average shooting, which is 42.8% overall and 31.6% from long range, has allowed opponents to remain close in many games, and even though the Badgers are first in Big Ten, Wisconsin suffers from a poor shooting eye that could hurt during the upcoming big dance. Nebraska's defense has not played well at all this season, but Wisconsin is not necessarily an offensive juggernaut. I think this game could actually be quite competitive in the first half, and maybe through the first 5 to 10 minutes of the second half. Competitive enough to where Nebraska keeps this one close. So Nebraska to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. In the first meeting between these two on January 27th, a total of 138 points were scored, which finished under the closing line of 144.5 points. Wisconsin has seen the total finish under in each of the last of 2, and part of that is due to poor shooting by the Badgers at 42.8% overall. In addition, Wisconsin has an above-average defense that is holding opponents to an average of 66.2 points per game. So under the projected total is our full game total pick. Tulane versus SMU. The Tulane Green Wave will head on the road to Moody Coliseum in Dallas, Texas for an American Athletic Conference showdown against the SMU Mustangs. This game is vital for SMU, both in terms of securing victory as well as impressing the selection committee, so they will be scrapping for every point. They have done well against the spread at home this year, with an 8-7 home against the spread record, and their home versus road scoring discrepancy is large, as they hang up 78.6 ppg at home versus just 69.7 ppg on the road. They sink more threes at home than on the road, and their strong 3-point shooting will play up against the suspect 3-point shooting defense of Tulane. Tulane has been one of the top offensive teams in the American Athletic Conference this season. While SMU has played well during American Athletic Conference play, especially at home, it has also benefited from some good luck during that span. The Mustangs have not lost a home game this season, but they are also laying 9.5 points in this spot against a disciplined defensive team. SMU doesn't force turnovers on defense, and Tulane takes care of the basketball at one of the highest rates in the American Athletic Conference, which bodes well for its chances on the road here, with Green Wave star Jalen Cook either out of the action entirely or playing at less than 100%. It will give SMU the edge. I think SMU rolls at home here, as the Mustangs have played their best basketball at Moody Coliseum all season long. This is where SMU took down Houston earlier on in the season, and I think it will be at the Coliseum where SMU earns a double-digit win over a good but not great Tulane team on the road. So Tulane to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. While the Green Wave are comfortable with pushing the pace, they haven't been quite as efficient on offense on the road this season. Meanwhile, SMU has been one of the league's top defensive teams, and the Mustangs tend to play much slower than their overall pace numbers might suggest. They rank 4th in the American Athletic Conference in adjusted tempo, but 6th in average possession length on offense. So under the projected total is our full game total pick. Maryland versus Michigan State. The Maryland Terrapins will travel to the Breslin Center in East Lansing, Michigan for a Big Ten Conference showdown against the Michigan State Spartans. The Michigan State Spartans are 19-11 this season and have lost 5 of their last 6 games. Michigan State lost to Ohio State by a score of 80-69 in their last game. Michigan State allowed Ohio State to shoot 54.7% from the field and gave up 9 made three-pointers in the loss. Gabe Brown led the Spartans with 13 points and 2 assists in the game. Michigan State is averaging 72 points per game and is giving up 68.3 points per game against, while also averaging 37 rebounds per game and 15.8 assists per game. Gabe Brown is averaging 11.5 points per game and 3.9 rebounds per game, while Max Christie is averaging 9.4 points per game and 3.3 rebounds per game for the Spartans. Michigan State is shooting 45.5% on field goals, 74.7% on free throws, and 38.4% on three-pointers. The Maryland Terrapins are 15-15 this season and have won 4 of their last 5 games. Maryland is coming off of a win against Minnesota by a score of 84-73. Maryland shot 51.7% from the field and was +7 in rebounding margin in the win. Hackam Hart led the Terrapins with 19 points and 7 rebounds in the game. Maryland is averaging 71 points per game and is giving up 70.3 points per game against, while also averaging 35.5 rebounds per game and 11.4 assists per game. Fats Russell is averaging 14.9 points per game and 3.6 assists per game, while Eric Ayala is averaging 14.4 points per game and 4.6 rebounds per game for the Terrapins. Maryland is shooting 43.6% on field goals, 75.7% on free throws, and 32.9% on three-pointers. To Maryland's credit, despite not having a ton to play for down the stretch, they have battled hard and competed, going 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games and 5-1 against the spread in their last 6. Michigan State is trending in the wrong direction and look like a team destined for an early March Madness exit unless they can right the ship in a hurry. They are just 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games. Look for Maryland to limit a struggle Spartans offense enough to hang around in this game while finding success against a defense that has conceded 83.5 over their last 2 games. These teams rank more towards the middle of the pack in KenPom adjusted tempo, with Michigan State 139th and Maryland 213th. While they only combined for 128 points in their first matchup, neither team shot the ball particularly well, with both squads averaging below 43% from the field. Michigan State's defense has looked vulnerable over their recent slide, so expect a better offensive performance from the Terrapins this time around. While they have struggled of late, Michigan State's strong three-point shooting means they are also capable of putting up a bigger offensive number. The over is 8-2-1 in Maryland's last 11 road games. Michigan State limps into this game after really playing poorly in their last 6 games. Maryland was towards the bottom of the conference all season, but has really hit their stride in their last 5 games. I would expect Michigan State to get back on the right track in this game, but their defense has been very suspect in the last few games. So over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.